What's good, y'all? How y'all feeling out there? Just
long time coming.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast. We know y'all been waiting on it. We finally shooting it. The Rona, them push some shit back. Had some different changes in jobs and things like that. Things been coming up, so finally shooting it. My name is Brendan, aka Gator.
My name is Brandon, aka Bass God, which y'all call me out there east.
And basically, we just started off a pod, talking about current events, maybe a little sports here and there. By the way, off top, I don't fuck with Bron. I'm letting y'all niggas know that off top. So be prepared for what I'm going to say and don't come in my mentions talking crazy. I ain't got time for that shit. So sports, current events, maybe some movies.
Movies, music.
True.
Sports, of course. Just, topics we all talk about.
And then also probably like some little interpersonal relationships too, because women, y'all been wild.
Nah.
It's been a bit egregious.
Yeah, how they get that. But also maybe some business opportunities too.
True.
Topics about different things like loans and stock. Popular things, entrepreneurship. Let's talk about it. Open up the flow.
So, a man has came up with the concept. Since we go with the whole man cave vibe and shit. We're gonna call this when we bring our topics out to y'all. We're gonna call it busting down a six pack. Now, we ain't got no six pack today. We decided to get treed instead. You know what I'm saying?
Good Friday.
True. But for real though, so we're gonna bust down the first six pack of the Man Cave Podcast. And shit, let's talk about. Want to get some background, or you want to hop into some George Floyd, little Chauvin pack?
Give us some background. So for this podcast, Man Cave, for years, my chef Gator been trying to get me to do it. For years. I'm like, I ain't got time for it. But last year with the Rona, we found a lot of time for stuff that we normally didn't. Realized we had.
Yeah.
So, I was like, all right, I'm down for the idea of it, something to do, not knowing these uncertain times we had coming up. So, that's what finally made us do it. We sat down, talked about it, made plans, and, you know what I'm saying? And, we finally shooting our first episode, which is dope. First footage of anything. So, this is a long way coming. It's a long way from me right now at this camera. I don't do this type of stuff.
Hell no. My man behind the camera, cool in action. True, like you said, it wasn't like years. It may have been like a year and a half, bro. Exaggerated a bit. But still,
I was married though.
It was. But yeah, like the pandemic, it really like showed you how much extra time that you have in your day. Cause for quite some time there was like the whole staying in the crib shit, where like you could only go out if you were going to work and stuff like that. Certain businesses were closed and stuff like that, and people would lose jobs. So that was the only way to really move. And then when you're at home, like after you I started working from home in November. I know a lot of people probably have transitioned to that during this time. But like after you working from home, you sit there for like 8 hours, and then like the rest of your day is just there. We used to have a lot of conversations during there, checking in with each other, seeing how we was both doing mentally and how people was affected by it. So I still have friends and family that I know that are still doing the unemployment thing because they haven't been able to get a new job. So just the way it just affected everybody, you just see how much time you have, and we like to talk shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you follow either one of us on social media, I say a lot of wild shit. I ain't gonna hold you, and I mean it all. That's sort of where it came from, just the concept of, shooting the shit with one of the guys and shit.
We definitely talk about sports though. We have two different opinions on sports.
Hell yeah.
Some like opinions too, definitely. But we definitely different on sports. So
Shit, the Warrior game on now. Shit.
yeah, watching Denver play Golden State right now.
And they down by 10 too.
Steph been cooking lately.
True.
So they're super cooking, like shut people up and shit.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that was
Shout out Cam. I know you over there capping for Steph and shit. Going crazy. He been hooping though. He been hooping though.
So you said what topics you want to get into?
So I know everybody's like this is probably the biggest topic that's going on right now. Well, maybe not, because it's there's been a couple other unfortunate things with the police over the past couple of days afterwards. Was the guilty verdict for the Derek Chauvin case with the George Floyd situation. And it was just crazy how I remember it was a couple of days ago, and I refused to watch the trial. I didn't want no parts of that. I saw the video when bro had his knee on his neck. It's pretty crazy, so I didn't want to watch the trial at all. So you know what I'm saying, I'm scrolling through Twitter, you know what I'm saying, and the people putting updates, I'm trying not to read them because I don't want to get set up for another fall, because that shit tends to not usually go in our favor. You got the OJ situation, but OJ don't really fuck with black people like that, so it wasn't the same. So this man really got the shout out to the jury first off. They got bro guilty on all accounts, and just the reaction on it has been crazy. You got people that's excited about it because we finally got one, and then you got people that's over there that's yeah, it's about damn time. This is not this is just tip of the iceberg. It's not good enough. And then even on these media outlets, they talking about it it's mean to change a lot of shit. But it took so much just for this shit to happen. They had to have the shorty that took the video. They had to have all this testimony, all that crazy shit just to prove that all this wild shit going on. And all of this stuff, we all witnessed this during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Marco was at the crib. You said you didn't watch the video though.
I finally seen the full 9-minute video of George Floyd when he was murdered that day.
Yeah.
I never watched the full thing. Sat there I seen clips of it and pictures, but sat there and watched the whole 9 minutes of him having a neck, his neck being pinned down by a man's knee for 9 minutes.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
And it was you saw somebody down camera, which you see too commonly nowadays anyway. But it was crazy, and I got sick again, off of it. It's good. It's a step so far that he got charged with all these counts because how the government the system is. They give cops leeway, for things like this. We've seen it in the past. So the fact that he got all the charges was almost a surprise because we're so used to him getting off, getting time, but not. What they deserve for certain events.
Yeah.
So it was good, but it's still not over yet because,
you gotta get the rest of it.
You got that too, but the time, the time has not been set yet because just until as I said, we gotta think about it. We're celebrating a person getting time right now for jail. It's bittersweet. Okay, yeah. He going to jail, but the act still happens. So but
did you hear that wild shit his girl said about he sacrificed his life so that we can get some justice or some shit? His girlfriend, and she white too.
No, I ain't seen that one.
Pure Caucasian. Shit was wild, bro.
People say crazy stuff.
And I think she meant it to be inspirational, but that shit came off bogus as fuck.
Yeah. Shit crazy thing. I ain't seen that one though.
Yeah, I saw that shit yesterday and shit.
So that's topic we talking about now.
Shit. You checked out the new Justice League shit?
You know what? I'm not really getting into Marvel.
That's not Marvel, that's DC.
There you go. go. Don't know that much.
Gee,
No.
the Snyder Cut shit was hard. Like this Justice League is like so DC versus Marvel is the Superman dudes, and then Marvel is like Iron Man and all that. That's the only difference for real. And then Justice League, they had an original movie that came out, I think, a couple years ago. The first one just kind of mid. They just did a Snyder Cut that added like an extra, I think, like 2 hours, like a 4-hour movie now. It's long as hell. They did it on HBO with like episodes and shit. That shit was cold though. Like the extended version was hard.
Last movie I seen, superhero, like I seen, of course.
You fucking with Mortal Kombat before you?
The game was cool. Street Fighter was cool, Mortal Kombat was cool, but I never was a diehard fan like for those movies like if he was back in there. It just never caught my attention. Like it was cool, but it wasn't like all that. Like you know what? Wasn't that like a Sega game?
Yeah.
I never had a Sega.
I didn't fuck with Sega either. My first shit was
I had a PlayStation.
That was my first one too. So, like I had the rectangle joint, not the little round.
Yeah, like I had a PS1, so I was a Crash Bandicoot, Spyro.
Spyro used to fuck my head up. I couldn't play that game.
Yes. Why not?
I don't know. It used to like. I don't want to get into it. It used to mess with
NBA Live and the hands was like this.
When Jordan was 99.
Yeah, finger roll. That shit all no separation. Niggas was crazy. Yeah, I remember that one. So yeah, I don't know.
So you ain't watched no new?
I seen what's Wakanda. What's it?
Black Panther, bro. Yeah,
Wakanda. Wakanda, Black Panther. Seen that.
R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman.
That's really it, bro. Before that, the last movie I've seen, like a real watch, was like Iron Man 2.
That's crazy.
The only way to get down, it's anything against it, it's just like, it took off too far for me. I can't catch up now. There's so many different episodes and stuff.
So what does Bass spend his time watching? What do you watch, Jay?
I watch Money.
Body ass.
Right. Nah, I watch sports. I watch my surroundings. I watch, what's going on out here. That's what I be watching. For real. I'm on to the street. I'm watching the street. I'm watching Chicago. I'm alert. That's what I'm watching.
You said I'm alert.
Yeah.
Gee, you don't watch nothing fun, bro.
Sports, bro. That's what's fun.
I guess, G.
I watch documentaries though. Like, so I watched like a good documentary on Netflix. It was about a hotel in like California. And yeah, a hotel in California, and it was like had a bunch of crazy history, like murders. Actually, LA, bro, in LA, it's called the Cecil Hotel, I think. You gotta look it up on Netflix. It's good. So anyway, a bunch of stuff happened there. Like it's been like, so an area where it's at is like a bunch of like drugs infested, like down to LA. Remember you was telling me how LA is?
Oh, Skid Row.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm gonna be right back.
So it's right there. So they're pretty much the hotel's downtown. So
My bad, G.
yeah, so hotels downtown, and like that's pretty much like a shady area. So you have a lot of different things happening, like like you have like prostitution, drug usage, things like that. A lot of things happening, like murders and a whole bunch of other stuff. So anyway, this girl, she visited from out of I think from Canada or out of the country. She visits LA, and like she disappears in the hotel while she's staying there. And they find her body on top of the roof in like the water reserve. But it's like, you gotta watch the documentary. I'm not explaining it the best way.
It's a white bitch.
Nah, she aged. Well, like, I don't know. She was something like that. She's not. I don't know what she was, but yeah. She was Asian or something like that. But yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I watch, man. Documentaries. I watch like National Geographic, like watching animals and shit like that. Like, I'm for real. Like, I'll be into that stuff. Watching like stuff out in Africa we know nothing about.
Animal Planet is low key decent. Shout out Disney Plus for the National Geographic. They shit straight. I used to watch Fight Night. Nah, like on Animal Planet.
Oh yeah.
used to be like this hour and shit, like where like they show different species like buffaloes, goats, all that shit, and all these motherfuckers fight over pussy and territory.
Sounds about right.
It'd be two.
They had money that fight too.
It'd be like two males, two male creatures. Like, I saw these buffaloes they was doing like this. Dude, I ain't never seen no shit like that. These niggas went straight, boom, and bucked each other in the head. And they said the impact of that was like getting hit with like a 10-ton brick or some shit.
Damn.
Straight to the chrome.
Damn.
Right here. And like I used to watch this shit all the time. She used to be funny as fuck. I saw these two goats fighting on a mountain cliff. These niggas like one nigga was like sliding down, the other nigga was was on top of him. The shit was crazy. But yeah, I do fuck with a lot of animals out there. That shit was crazy. But it is crazy that like the dynamic of it was just about women and territory. That's where it came from. A lot of issues. Well, not a lot of issues, but like interpersonally.
Shit from a caveman fought for real shit.
I guess, man. I guess.
Rock in hand, just whooping ass. And other caveman and shit. Flair Flintstone and Barney Rubble and motherfuckers whooping ass.
So big, yabba dabba doo.
Man, boxing.
Shit. But it's just crazy that that's a major concept. And like, if you look at some of the wars in history, or like even some of the like older stories, like even the stuff they tell you about growing up as a kid, like myths and Greek mythology, all types of shit. It always be about either like territory or a woman. It should be crazy. Yeah, shit. Even that fucking Samson and Delilah shit in the Bible, G bro got fucked up. He let Shorty give him a fade.
Yeah, cut his hair and shit, man.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Yeah, never let them cut your locks, G. I'm almost 6 years going crazy right now. Stick to it. But real shit, that shit was decent. But shit. Myself personally though, I haven't seen I saw the Snyder Cut shit. I haven't seen no new movies. Somebody told me about Mortal Kombat recently. I might fuck with that. I have been watching I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, even though I was disappointed how that shit went down. Shit was kind of mid and started rewatching Ozarks. I fuck with Snowfall heavy. I don't know if you seen that shit.
Yeah. I know all these shows, I just don't really watch them.
Yeah, Snowfall. Shout out my nigga Franklin Sate for finally getting some balls at the end of the season. Pause. I ain't gonna give y'all no spoilers, but this shit was decent. This season was kind of like slow though, so if you haven't seen it, you might take some time to build up to it. But if you haven't seen the show at all, check it out. Shit hard. So that and for real shit. A lot of fucking I've been fucking with that Falcon and Winter Soldier shit on Disney Plus. That shit decent as hell. If you've seen the Marvel movies and everything, it's like continuing on from like at the end of Endgame when bro got the shield from Captain America and shit, and it just followed the storyline. So I ain't gonna tell y'all more than that, so I won't spoil it for you. Actually, because me personally, I don't really care about spoilers and shit. Like, if I'm gonna watch some shit, I'm gonna watch it. And I don't really like surprises anyway, so I like to hear about shit before I check it out anyway. But I understand how sensitive you motherfuckers is, so I'm not gonna do it.
Nobody likes that. Stay on social media the whole day.
Hell yeah.
Till come out like,
Hell
See, I don't have no problems. I don't watch it.
You gotta watch it.
I watch sports films. You can't tell. You just know, that happened. They're live and it's over with. No suspense.
I watch sports too. Like, I fuck with sports heavy. Like, I'm big on fantasy league shit and like NFL,
Fantasy
NBA.
God here.
This nigga is destroying my team right now. G, that shit bogus as hell.
Yes.
It was one day this nigga, I had like 3 players playing. This nigga had a full roster. Cooked my ass.
Hey,
Pause, man.
it's all about placement.
That's why I hope he loses next round. Anyway. Shit. Speaking of which, like, how you think the end of this season gonna turn out with the, speaking of like sports and shit with the NBA?
It's been interesting. I'm really damn near worried like about all these injuries because it's like it feel like months going down left and right. So it's like you kind of want like I can't even knock some dudes for resting because you trying to get some championship. And it's low key open and shit. Like Brooklyn is there if they're all healthy. You still got the Lakers from last year, the champions. You know,
I don't fuck with the Lakers.
You got the Clippers, who might be a better team. They got Rondo now. Like that's a big impact.
Big why?
You Philly solid. Like
True.
they got a lot better. You know, Embiid is being Embiid and Pope as well. You know, you still got Miami. They went to the finals last year. Milwaukee's there. Like it's some teams out there. You know, and we ain't talking about Phoenix or Utah. So it's like it's a bunch of teams out there right now. So, but
It's all good, but I think they're a send off, man.
they probably are. Like, you know,
Like they good, but like I don't know if they're good enough to come out the West.
I be feeling like Mitch don't get no type of. Like, where do you rank him as a 2 guard in the NBA? He almost damn to forget about him as a top 5 sometimes.
I don't have to worry about finding someone to fix my fridge.
I mean, like
it's
depends on who you calling the 2 guard though, because like shit, if
We gonna say.
we gonna like that's currently playing, like that's currently playing, they gotta or
I mean,
cause Clay ain't playing.
True. Well, Clay, it's kind of tough for Clay now. He damn near don't know where he at because I'm gonna say,
I'm still say Clay better than Donovan Mitchell though.
yeah, it's true. But we gotta see too.
True.
Yeah.
But top 5, shit, you got Harden, you got Bradley Beal. Is Jaylen Brown a shooting guard or is Tatum a shooting guard? Which
I
one?
think I hear too.
He's
Brown too.
And we talking compared to fucking Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, CJ McCollum.
Yeah, CJ. Shit, who else is a 2 guard right now?
Levine.
He ain't better than Zach.
I'm just naming names.
Oh, my bad.
I'm
my
just thinking of twos all across the league.
bad.
Shit.
No, he ain't top 5 if you just named all them.
So, like you said, so like he's in that top 5. So that's probably why Utah probably ain't gonna do too much. Like now, he was balling last bubble though. Him and Murray had that battle.
It was going crazy.
Crazy. So I mean, if you can see Mitchell do something like that, where he put up those type of numbers, Utah can make a little noise, but they ain't going far.
He put up them numbers and took a L, bro. It didn't matter.
That was still unprecedented. We ain't seen Mitchell do that yet. He might, to take off.
I don't believe in Mitchell like everybody else do.
But I was believe, like,
I mean, like I'm not sure that Mitchell can carry the team to a title.
no, I don't think that's even a
So,
question.
well, I'm just saying that's the reason why we don't pick Utah to do shit.
True. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think he's really giving. I've never heard Utah and Tyler in the same category. Like, it's a legit. People be like, oh, they're a dark horse. Like, everything goes right. But Utah ain't never been a championship contender. Especially with Gobert. Like, Gobert is the overpaid, like, most paid defensive player, lack of offensive player ever. Like, buddy ass has no offense. Like, gets cold. Like, it's just sad. Offensive game is just trash, bro. Like, no footwork, nothing. No mid range. Like, he just dumping them.
Why you just go in already go bare like
Cause
that?
he got good defense and he worth like his money based on the system of the NBA. But shit, like when it matters, you be like, bro, play against. I mean, no real bigs left, but play against Embiid. Play against AD. Bro, run you 8 up.
I mean, that's because he don't play on the perimeter.
But I'm saying the big get paid that much. That's in your next. Who's your next big? That's somebody else.
Man, shit, bro. Like it is what it is. The game done changed. They got all these stretch 5s now.
But he's like,
The game done changed,
yo,
bro.
that's wrong.
He is. But Jokic's defense on the perimeter is ass. But I still think Jokic's gonna fuck around and get MVP.
That'd be crazy.
Him or Embiid is they going for it. But low key, I think Dame should get it. That's my man. Cause he made it he made a good point on I think it's called Get Up with Jalen and Jacoby, whatever that shit is called.
Yeah, James Kobe show with Jay Rose.
Yeah, he was on there and he said he feel like he the MVP and he said like take a look at how I'm being guarded too. Like he said, I'm getting trapped at half court now. Like that's real shit. Like they be pulling from back there, so they be coming up to him, taking the ball out of his hands, so that they don't gotta worry about the sharpshooter going crazy.
Yeah.
So I fuck with Dame. I think Dame is a legitimate contender for that, and I think he should win it. He probably not gonna get it, but
What's their record?
I think they like 32 and 23, 31, 23, 32, 23, 24. Cause I'm not sure if they just won, because I know they just lost to the Lakers and shit.
With the All Stars become like best stats and like best record combination. And, like that's how Giannis won in the last past years. Like Giannis been balling,
Don't be wrong, but like
It's a whole new way.
with the how Milwaukee.
I'm saying, because we was talking about Dame for MVP, that you started talking about the record of like, you know what I'm saying, how it affects some people.
I just think record plus stats typically equal MVP.
True.
So, I mean, that's what most people go off of. Jokic is interesting though, because to me, he does not get the credit maybe that he deserves. I mean, this had to been, let's say, I don't know, another big right now, Anthony Davis with this type of year. He'll probably be in front runner for MVP.
I mean, I think Jokic is the front runner.
But he doesn't get respect. Like people thought, even like so some other names out there, like
Jokic played like Shrek.
that's what I'm saying, you know, and foreigner and all that stuff. So, but Luka has got a different flair. Luka, I would love to see Luka be MVP one year because his flair is so nasty, bro.
People like Luka because he hoop like a nigga.
He be hoop, bro.
That's why they like Luka.
He's 6'7", bro. The handle, shot, smooth, and he ain't athletic. That's the thing about it. It's all skill.
Nah, he is skilled in a motherfucker.
And he'll boom on you, and he's all the sides. Like, and like it's like that bro, like Jason Kidd with game, offensive game. Jason Kidd had game, but he like Jason Kidd with game, bro.
Okay, I can see that. I think he's a little better as far as like offensively. Like I think he's a better, like definitely you said with games. So I know you're talking about scoring and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but I think like I don't think Jason Kidd was ever had superstar potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like probably like the best point guard in the
Mhm.
league. I mean, I don't know if that makes you a superstar
So
or
not
not.
superstar, but
Nah.
he made it to a few finals. Remember the Nets? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what the East was weak as
but
hell.
he made it with Dallas. He got Chip.
Dirk.
I'm just saying, he made it to the finals.
Talking about he
twice.
made it with Dallas. Dirk brought his ass
I'm
there.
just saying. Jason Kidd definitely helped though. Jason Kidd and Jason Terry was hooping that playoff series.
Nah, Dirk and Bron and
Jason
them.
Terry.
Dirk and Bron and them making fun of bro saying he wasn't feeling good or some shit.
Yeah, that shit.
that's what helped.
Yeah, but yeah, what's your pick on? You said MVP. You said Dame, right?
Yeah, I'm rocking with Dame, man. Dame time, G. True, crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Portland Trailblazers, even though I don't really rock with your squad, I rock with Dame.
But so on my ship said we suggested in our plans for the show to end it up. We just gonna have like a what have you learned lately type segment, pretty much. For me personally, just learn to. It's not even anything like different. Just trust in God and trust in like good fortune of the world, cause that you're gonna be okay more than you're gonna be like messed up out here, and that you'll bounce back and find stuff and good fortune happens to people. Things change quick and you have to adapt, and you just gotta keep going with the flow. So like sometimes you gotta take things slow, and some things you gotta speed it up when you're living life out here. So I pretty much just say just be patient, take a deep breath, and face some things one step at a time. That's kind of like my recent knowledge of advice I would give. That's how I've been living.
Just like more so like what I said before, like there's so much time in the day. Like there's no excuse. Like for those of you that know, I used to have this YouTube, and I still do it. You'll probably see some of this footage on there. Swamp Talk TV. I used to post like about film stuff like all the time on Sundays and stuff like that. And then like during the pandemic, I kind of got lax with it because I wasn't really doing much film work. I have some scripts I've been working on, but I haven't consistently been working on any of those. So there's no at this point, one thing I did learn, there's no excuse to not get something done.
Mm-hmm.
You have plenty of time and opportunity to make opportunities for yourself and then change your situation. So like he said, keep your head. Real talk. Thank you for tuning in for the first episode of the Man Cave. We appreciate y'all fucking with us. You can follow me on Twitter at Unleash the Gator or on Instagram at chairman _of the _board and Facebook page Man Cave. You'll recognize us. We got like these cartoon joints. This shit kind of hard. Shout out my man Robbie for hooking that up for us.
Love you for that. Don't follow me on social media. Don't worry about it. All right, just keep it simple. If you know me, you know me. If not, you see our content on the Man Cave website. We appreciate you watching our first show. Peace.
Y'all be smooth, man.